Buyers beware. Coronavirus scams are popping up online, from fake coronavirus cures and remedies to fake charities. Cybersecurity expert Leeza Garber joins us now on how to avoid being scammed by these schemes, and they are out of control, Leeza.
They really are, Charles. Great to see you.
Thanks. Same here. Well, I mean, you know, every day I read where it's Etsy, it's Amazon, and all these other entities saying they're trying to stop it, but it's an avalanche, and they so far really haven't done a good job. You could go online right now and find a cure for the coronavirus, or what's, you know. How do we protect ourselves?
Yeah, unfortunately, the cures they're hawking are coconut oil based or sodium chloride and algae based as well. The problem is that every time there's some sort of scandalous event, a huge event in the world, in the U.S., you're going to see these kind of scams pop up in the cyber world as well. They're spreading just as dangerously, and it's on social media platforms, and it's also in our online marketplaces like Amazon, and it's worse than a game of whack-a-mole because it's constantly trying to make money off of people's fears.
Well, How is there something, I mean, you're the expert, right? Is there something that we can do, that regular folks can do, because the misinformation, from the number of deaths to how this thing spreads and to how to combat it, really are starting to pour into society. You're starting to get people saying, oh, well, I read something and it's completely wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And that's this whole fake news debacle as well. So we see the platforms trying to take down these fake stories and fake cures. And Amazon's also been taking down price gouged items. You see hand sanitizer going for $100 for 2 bottles, which is completely outrageous. But then also we're seeing people getting targeted with phishing emails, which look like they're coming from a government entity, right, like the CDC, and they say, hey, open this attachment and we'll send you information on where the virus is actually popping up right near you in your neighborhood. First of all, the CDC is not going to send you that kind of email, and they're certainly not going to ask you to open an attachment by inputting your email credentials. It's a scam. You have to make sure you're looking at it. It's not if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So you have to look at what the email address says, if it's .gov, if it's .org. Sometimes those are still scams as well. You have to check the specific spelling of an email address of the domain. Don't click on anything really readily. Don't input credentials. You have to really be skeptical.
If someone is skeptical but they're intrigued, is there some way or somehow the entity or some place they can check?
Definitely. Always stick to the real government websites. Go right to the CDC. Go right to the World Health Organization. These are where we should be looking. Don't look at Facebook ads for different coronavirus news. Go right to the source. Go right to Fox News. Go right to trusted sources. Do
you think the Amazons of the world should be doing more? They're under a tremendous amount of criticism that they're not doing enough.
They are. Part of the problem is that because of federal law, Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, they really don't have to police their platforms too much because they're not going to be held liable. A lot of the platforms like Facebook and Twitter, actually Twitter's really trending a know the facts hashtag, but even as much as they pull down, it's not enough. People have to be
So you're saying
skeptical.
To a degree this is voluntary on their part, and that's maybe why it's so lackluster?
Yeah, I mean, Facebook has a team of thousands of people that are constantly reviewing what they're posting, what people are posting, but it's still not enough. We have to use artificial intelligence. Until we get to that point, be skeptical.
All right, Leeza, you're the best. Thank you very much. Very informative stuff.
Thank you.
All right, folks, proof that